can't tell you how excited I am to be here today. And do you realize something? This is your lucky day. This is all of our lucky day. We're sharing this day with Chinese New Year. Did you know that? So Gong Hee Fat Choi. It's an amazing day, actually. And it is just the most fortuitous color, the Chinese believe, and it's just the luckiest color. It's the color of fertility, it's the color of love, it's the color of life. And that's what we're doing here today. I've decided I'm not in denial. Now, is that the stupidest thing anybody could possibly say? I mean, if you're in denial, you don't know you're in denial. That denial would eventually lead to my own heart attack, by the way. I went to my physician. She said, Diana, I want you to go to a cardiologist. Here's a name. And this was in Newport Beach. And I called for an appointment, and they couldn't see me for 3 months. So I said, fine, put me down. Now, I could have said, oh, I think I'll get another name, or I could have asked a friend who a good cardiologist was. But one evening, just before Ted and I were about to go out on our walk around Balboa Island, I had a very uncomfortable feeling right here in the center of my chest. And Ted luckily said, Diana, we're going right to the hospital. I got there, they said, yes, you are having a heart attack. The surgeon is on his way. I had picked up my Kindle and put on my lipstick, so I knew that I could get through anything. And the funny thing was, I was only in that hospital for 36 hours. But thanks to fabulous heart research, much of it funded by the American Heart Association, I was only in that hospital for 36 hours. And this had only happened 2 weeks before Ted and I would have been on a cruise ship in Turkey. What happened from that heart attack was it really was a detour off of my regular life's journey, but it led me into doing something completely new because I decided to start asking my heart really what it wanted and what was missing. I began to do a lot of research. I discovered this story of the red thread, and I actually then wrote a book. I was invited to be the honorary chairman of Co-Red for Women in the Orange County area. And I wrote a book that was in all their goodie bags and that you will be receiving next week from our local heart association here in a PDF form, because we're out of the printed version of it. It's called Love Your Heart, Follow the Red Thread to a Heart-Centered Life. And it led me on a whole new opening of speaking and being a spokeswoman for the American Heart Association, which has turned out to be today really the best experience I've had in being able to do this. So I want to take us on a journey into our own heart today. And just for a moment, it's something we don't think about very much. Women are nurturers, but we really don't think about what this organ does. So if you would take your hand and put it on your heart, or your fist, which is a very appropriate size, because that's the size of your heart, and just say, thank you, heart. Your heart will beat about 2.5 billion times in your lifetime. It will pump 1 million barrels of blood. It will send blood out through 60,000 miles of your veins and capillaries. And that will create a continuous red thread that could encircle the earth 6.5 times. Your heart has brain cells. Your heart is running things in your body. It is really the most valuable member of your cellular team. And yet women tend to neglect their hearts. They don't think about them. So I encourage you. Don't you love that word, courage? Cœur is heart in French. I encourage you to take courage in your life and to take the threads of your heart and send them out as much as possible into the world. Because I really believe that that's what women are here to do today. We are very good at so many, many things. And we're very, very good at denial. So don't become one of those women who simply just doesn't pay attention. We all have great opportunities to go find the right doctors and to do the things that really take care of us. So in closing, I just want to say that this has been the world's most wonderful joy for me. I dream of doing this for Heart Association events around the world. So it's so important that we really take care of ourselves. And so today is not only our lucky day. We are here to bestow blessings on women in the future, on our sisters and our mothers and our daughters. And we are here to open our heart and our handbags and to join the circle of red and to wear our leis and to celebrate the fact that the Heart Association is doing at least half the research that's being done in women's heart disease.